Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you, talking to you about you and your business. It's already Wednesday. Time goes fast when you're having fun. And always have fun when I get to spend time with Jason Arcemont. He's from over there at Brightbox Online, one of the fastest growing marketing firms, not only in Houston, but around the country. Has a great footprint and does extraordinary things. Jason, why don't you go ahead and introduce us to Brightbox Online? And then real quickly, let's move to our guest.
Absolutely. BrightboxOnline.com, Houston's fastest growing brand marketing firm, where we focus on gaining true ROI over your marketing objectives rather than just marketing activity. So if you're looking for a marketing plan and some execution in your marketing department that you're not getting, that tracks true ROI and gaining some results, check us out online at BrightboxOnline.com. Today we have an interesting group, company by the name of Organic Life. I'd like to welcome Justin and Joe. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Got Justin Rolls and Joe Kreeger. And by the way, it's organiclifeonline.com. Joe, we'll start off with you. Kind of give us the elevator speech for your company.
Well, Organic Life has for years been trying to increase the quality of food in all different areas of the restaurant service industry, but primarily focusing on institutions and within that subsection, schools, trying to bring a healthier, tastier, natural school lunch to students. We've really seen that that's an area that is behind the times in terms of getting high-quality products, and it's been Organic Life's mission, and we've been successful so far in bringing great-tasting food with a good nutritional value to students across Illinois.
Hey, Jason, real quickly, how did we make a connection with these guys?
Not sure. I think my assistant had reached out to someone over there at Organic Life and heard a little bit of the story and heard actually some of how you guys originally got started. And I think, Justin, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We started the company about 7 years ago, and when we started out, I mean, we went with the premise that school food service was really subpar. I mean, I think that we can all kind of agree that food wasn't very good in school. The vast majority of people just didn't really like it. There was probably a meal or two that you liked, but the vast majority of it was some of it was unidentifiable and just not really good. And we figured that if we were to treat all the kids like customers in a restaurant and feed them the same types of foods that they're familiar with, just healthier, scratch-cooked versions of those foods, incorporating a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, that it would resonate really well with the kids, and it has. We grew out of serving daycares and elementary schools, and now we're into high schools and higher education programs.
Yeah, I bet you're going to be a real hit in colleges who, those places are lacking in that respect. And I got to tell you, the few meals that I did like in my school cafeteria were probably killing me. So, the idea of actually healthy food in a school cafeteria seems very ironic. Joe, let me ask you, it would seem because one area that we hear about the most pain in terms of budgets is school budgets. It would seem like a program like yours would raise the cost maybe significantly of meals and would be somewhat prohibitive. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, it's not cost prohibitive to make healthy food. Part of it comes down to scratch cooking things rather than using processed goods. And while you might think that it would be more expensive to scratch cook something rather than buy it in a box and heat it up like a lot of other companies do, it actually isn't. And if you are efficient in how you use your employees and how you prepare the food, you can create a better product on the site without incurring those charges. So rather than paying a third-party company to process your food and make it easy on site to just heat it up, we train our employees to act like real chefs, to act like real restaurant workers, and through that we are able to produce a higher quality product at the same or lower cost.
Yeah, Justin. Jason. Sorry, too many J's around here.
That's right. I love from a business plan. So many times, individuals starting up companies will look at the right way of doing something and see smaller profit margins, and they shy away from it. And you guys have kind of hit that head on. I'm curious. At what point did you guys know that you were on the right track, that this thing was going to work?
Well, I think when we saw that the profit margins we were hitting our target numbers, and I think that when we started the business, we were restaurant guys. We knew what margins we needed to hit in the restaurants, and we really didn't have a very good idea of what a large food service company was supposed to be clearing. So, I mean, even to this day, we slightly know, just based on the people we hire from those companies and so on and so forth. But for the most part, we just set our guidelines and our targets, and we've been able to hit them as we've grown. So.
Yeah. By the way, the company's called OrganicLifeOnline.com. Want to encourage you to go check out the menu. If you hit that homepage, OrganicLifeOnline.com, you'll see the menu. Click it. You'll see what they got. And I tell you, it's not like any menu I saw when I was in high school. Very cool. Do want to, and I love the idea that you treat your employees like real chefs, real restaurant people. That's going to raise, I think, the culture of that work environment as well.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, Justin.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I think that what we look at employees differently. We look at the students differently, faculty. I mean, everybody. We treat everybody the same, and I think that that's been the problem in school lunch service all around. The students have been underestimated. The staff, everyone has, and everybody has a willingness to learn new things and be able to excel in what they're doing, and if given the opportunity, they excel. We actually had a school that one of their chief complaints before we took over was that the staff was uninformed and rude to the kids, and we took a poll after we'd been there for a year, and they said that one of the things that they loved was the staff was so informed and so well trained and so nice to the kids. And the funny thing was that it was the same exact staff that they had with the previous company. It's just we came in, we trained the staff, we empowered them to understand the food and really love what they're doing, and makes a lot of difference. So.
That's awesome. And obviously you guys are doing a good job serving over 3 million meals a month. Where are you guys going from here? Expansion, growth?
Yeah, expansion in other states. We're starting up in Wisconsin next year, for the next school year, and we're looking to expand up into the greater Midwest and Michigan and Ohio in the next school year after that. And I think that's at least our immediate expansion plans, and we want to continue to move east and somewhat west.
All right, got to wrap it up. Jason Arcemont, Joe Kreeger, Justin Rolls. Great conversation. Jason can be found at brightboxonline.com. Joe and Justin can be found at organiclifeonline.com. Thanks to all of you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we're going to have much, much more for you. Do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.